Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Jonathan, and welcome back to Money Talks, where we want to offer you financial information and meet you where you are financially so that you can stick to your budget, manage to pay off your debt, and begin to save on your path to building wealth. Today, guys, I want to talk to you about what truly is going on in the stock market. I mean, are you aware that there was a dip? Are you following the stock market? Is it time to jump out? Is it time to jump in? All this, and you already know probably where this conversation is going, but just want to talk through some the ideas because all these opportunities that happen day to day with the stock market help us become better investors. And I want to help you on your journey to building wealth. But first, guys, if this is your first time joining me here on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And yes, guys, I'm so excited. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. It's such a privilege, such a joy. And yes, it is a grind, but I'm excited that I've hit that milestone on YouTube to start to grow the channel. So, the stock market, all-time highs. What did it? There is no secret here. The released information of the vaccine. And yes, while that is helpful for the stock market, again, we still are looking for what? We have a new president. There will be stimulus conversation. And not only will it be stimulus conversation, it has been reiterated over and over that there is more stimulus that is needed to help this economy really start to build recovery. But a vaccine is helpful in the fact that part of the recovery in a pandemic that is through the virus, so to speak, that does affect the ability of American workers and also companies to operate at full capacity and help the economy engine get to going. So what does this mean as an investor? Yes, we just last time I did a video last week about the 900-point drop. There was instability, there was concern, there was angst about what was really going to happen. And we were sitting right in the middle of the election. Votes were still needed to be counted. It was early. Every day, new votes were turning over. So that was going to affect the direction we were headed. But from an investment standpoint, the objectives of what we needed still did not change. We still knew we needed a vaccine. We still knew that we need more stimulus into the economy, into the American people's hands, your hands, my hands, everyone's hands. We still needed those things to help boost the economy. And whether the vaccine was said at this time or a couple months from now, because we knew that there should have been some early release. It was forecasted to the beginning of next year. But having it now just gives more optimism for that recovery track. And that's what's happened. Think about it, guys. What has the last 6 to 8 months really looked at? You've seen a roller coaster of actions and activities when it comes to what's going on in the stock market. But again, if you're looking at this day to day, it could not only be a roller coaster of activity, it could be a roller coaster of emotions. And it's important that you understand what is your game plan. The roller coaster comes because you, number one, can't see, hey, one day it's up, one day it's down. And those are things we fear when we invest into the stock market. But I will say, when you have that plan, when you really understand your holdings, what if you're investing in financial services, banks, things of that nature? Well, should you be more concerned? No, our financial system is very strong and it is part of the cornerstone of the operation of our economy. So having those type of stocks, even if they're a little bit low, maybe you have Wells Fargo, maybe you have some of the banks that have been troubling, understand that these are larger institutions and they will recover. But if you're only looking at the short term, what can I get right now? Will this do in the next few months? Then you're going to miss the blessing of the investment. And if you would have invested right in March, and then you look at your investments now, yeah, there's been highs, there's been lows, but you will have gained just in that short period of time. That just in 6, 8 months, you will have gained because you stayed the course. And part of staying the course rewards dividend. We will recover. There's no instance and there's no inkling when you hold stocks, index funds, things long term. There's no long term indication that these companies don't overall grow and you as an investor don't benefit. So that is something you definitely want to take into consideration when you're looking at this. Now the vaccine, understand that, yeah, I never doubted that there was a vaccine coming. There is going to be a vaccine coming. I think the trouble that we're going to run into over these next few months, as the vaccine is starting to get fine-tuned, as that solution is starting to be brought out, what's the adoption rate going to look like? How will this be presented? Is this going to be mandated? Is this going to be optional? Will people have to do it for certain jobs? Will people get to opt out depending on their jobs? What will that look like? Will it be all the time for people who work in food and service or hospitalization or things of that nature? These are things that can affect not how fast or how quick we go to the recovery. Will the vaccine even work? These are things that we can actually have questions about. So yes, it's optimistic because we're moving towards a solution. And part of that vaccine, and we know that vaccine, the indirect correlation is it's going to help spur our economic growth. And that is a concern because people do need to get back to work. Homes do need to be paid. You can't go 8, 9, 10 months without paying your mortgage. That has to be paid. Student loans, that will have to get right back up. There are a lot of things that have been on hold and suppressed throughout this time. And yes, people have been out of work. The economy still isn't operating at full capacity because there are restrictions and there is slow growth. And every time we try to go 4 or 5 steps forward, we get pulled right back. Why? Because too much activity spurs more cases. More cases means, hey, we need to slow, we're opening up too fast. And when you're trying to open up and there's no solution involved, that's even more difficult. So I would ask you, what does this economic point mean? Have you been invested? Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts about what have you been seeing in the stock market so that you can actually become a better investor? I can learn from you just as much as you guys learn from me. It's a privilege to be on this platform, to share this information with you and talk through these things. The exchange of ideas, how we all grow. And in this wealth journey, we all can become wealthy utilizing this knowledge. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And oh, by the way, do I have a value for you? Before you close out, look down in the description box. You can get up to 3 free stocks with Webull. We all know that's an investment platform. And what that means, when you deposit $100, 1 stock will be valued up to $250 and 2 stocks will be valued up to $1,400. I encourage you, if that's something that you are interested in it and you've been looking at a platform, check out the Webull platform. And if that's a value for you, use my link in the description box below. It'd be a joy to help connect you with someone that I believe can help you on your investing journey. And yes, again, once you deposit that $100, you're able to get some value there in the form of up to 3 free stocks. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.